Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait.
What's going on, move makers? If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Moriah and I'm a flight attendant for a major airline. Alrighty, you guys, oh my goodness, it has been a little minute since I posted. It's been so much going on. I need to catch you guys up, but right now we are doing 3 all-nighters back to back. So luckily I did get to the airport a little bit early so I can enjoy my lunch in my car before I have to go actually in the airport. We are a little bit delayed today because our inbound flight coming from Norfolk is delayed, so we're waiting on that plane to come here so that we can use that plane to go to our trip tonight. So tonight we are going from Atlanta to San Diego back to Atlanta, and that is all. We did have about an hour and a half sit in between flights, but now because that we're delayed, we have about 40 minutes in between flights, which is going to be super tight trying to get back to Atlanta, but we're going to do the best that we can to get there on time. Alrighty guys, the sun is literally just shining right in my eyes and it's hurting so bad. So let's go ahead, grab our stuff and get to this airport. What's going on, move makers? Oh my goodness, when I tell you last night was a mess, I'm just like, you guys, this trip is not supposed to be hard at all, but we honestly just had a lot of instances with passengers that I was so drained, I got in my car and went home, went to bed. But let me go ahead and tell y'all what happened yesterday. Okay, so I get to the airport and I noticed that we are an hour delayed because we're waiting for our aircraft. So I was just sitting there in the meantime, but once the plane did arrive, I saw my crew and I realized I worked with 2 of them before, and it was so much fun to see them again and work together. So I was like, okay, yes, this is gonna be a great trip for sure. And luckily, as you guys saw, that I was able to work in the galley, which I absolutely love. So I was in the galley, everything was great. Now to San Diego, it was super turbulent. We didn't get any smooth air until like after Oklahoma City. Like, I tried to set up several times and every time I'm like, okay, this is pretty good. Like, they only said a little bit of light chop, and so I was set up and then we just start rocking and I'm like, nope, gotta put it back down. And then I'll do it again and then I'm like, nope, gotta break it down. And I do feel for the passengers who want their drinks and snacks, but again, safety is number 1. So if we're not comfortable, if the captain even tells us, of course, not to bring out the carts, we're definitely not going to do so. So I just ended up breaking everything down, and then once we got past Oklahoma City, it was actually smooth at that point, so then we did service. All in all, the flight to San Diego was very good. Now, I didn't know this, but San Diego does have a curfew. So their curfew is at 11:30, which means that we need to take off wheels up before 11:30. Otherwise, my company gets fined and they will not take that fine. They would rather have us lay over versus taking the fine because it's so expensive. And the curfew is in place because the airport is around so many like neighborhoods and buildings that nobody wants to hear like super loud noises. So it is like a huge deal. Like, you cannot take off after 11:30. So with our delay going into San Diego, that was causing us to lose time, but luckily we were able to get out of there at like 11:05, so we were good to go. And I was like, woof, because I wasn't planning on a layover, but at this point I brought everything. I now bring everything with me: toothbrush, bonnet, pajamas, everything, because you just never know what can happen. Now the flight back to Atlanta, it was a lot smoother, but we had a couple of passengers that were just doing a lot. So for one, it was this lady who spilled her Sprite or something like that on herself, and so we gave her a whole bunch of galley wipes, like basically thick paper towels so that she can like dry herself. And then she was just like, well, I don't have any clothes, like can you just give me one of like the first class blankets? And we're like, no, because people in first class, it's full and those are their blankets. And she was like, well, can you just take them if they're not using them? And we're like, no. So yeah, that was crazy. I hope that never happens again. And then we also had one passenger. He was very nice, but honey, like I swear every hour he was just like, hey, can I get another can of soda? Can I get another can of this? And then can I get a cup of ice? Can I get some more chips? Wait, what other snacks do you have? Can I get all of those snacks? And I was just like, okay, at this point it is like 2-3 in the morning Atlanta time. Are you not tired? You don't want to take a nap? Like, it was just a lot. But you guys, it is all over now. Thank goodness. Today is now day 2. So we are going to be having an amazing trip. We're going to go ahead and claim it. I know for sure I'm working with one crew member that I have worked with before. She's amazing. I love her. So I can't wait to see her. We are going from Atlanta to Vegas. We do have a 3-hour sit in Vegas, which I'm not looking forward to. And we have a plane change. So we can't even sit on the plane for 3 hours. We have to sit like, there is a lounge, I think, so I'm gonna try to find the lounge. If not, we're gonna have to sit in the airport, which is not that fun and not that comfortable because you can't take a nap there. So I will keep you guys posted on that, but let's go ahead, grab our stuff and get to this airport. What's going on, move makers? Oh my goodness, it is currently 9:57 a.m. and we were supposed to land back in Atlanta around 7:45 a.m. so you already know what that means. We just had delays back to back, different situations. It was crazy. But you guys, I'm just really tired, so I'm just gonna go ahead, go home, get some rest, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated and let you know what happened, because it's a lot and I really want to take my time and let you guys know what was going on. So I'll keep you posted in just a few. What's going on, move makers? Oh my goodness, when I tell you that was the craziest delay I have ever experienced, it really was. It stressed me out. As soon as I got home, I was just like, yeah, let me take my hair down, let me have my curls back out, because I'm just over it. You guys, it was so hot in Vegas. We had a mechanical, so that was fixed relatively under a good time. It wasn't like super long, so we're okay, cool. We boarded, we tried to hurry up and get out of there because again, it was so hot. We get to the runway, AC's cooling, very good. And we're sitting there and I'm looking, I'm just like, okay, like we're sitting. And I was just like, what is going on? So I called the flight leader and I was like, hey, like I'm trying to figure out like, is everything okay? Because like, we're just kind of sitting here and there's no update. He was like, yeah, let me give a call to the captain. So we all conversed with the captain and he tells us, he was like, hey guys, we have good news and bad news. Yes, we're gonna take off. Bad news, we're not gonna take off right now because there's no wind. Like literally there was no type of wind blowing and we needed something in order to take off. He was just like, we can't take off in this because we won't be able to because there's just no air blowing. So I'm just like, what? Like I've never heard of this before, but I'm so glad that our pilots do their due diligence. They check everything before they do anything. So we had to sit there. And we sat there for, I feel like definitely for an hour. I feel like almost 2 hours. And people were getting upset, you guys. The passengers were upset. And I understand they're going to miss their connections. But I'm just like, you guys do want to take off, right? Y'all do want to be safe. Okay, so while our pilots are doing their math, trying to calculate how much wind they need to take off because there's non-existent, like let them do what they need to do so that we can be safe. But of course, we still had a couple that were just like, very upset because of their connections. You guys, by the time we landed, it was just so bright and sunny, like how I showed you guys earlier. It was insane. But because of that long delay, I was supposed to have another all-nighter tonight, but I'm not legal for it anymore because I don't have the required minimum rest in between those trips. So luckily, I still am pay protected for that trip because it was on my line and I put in for availability. So if there is another trip that is available within my time frame after my rest period, I can go on that trip. But if not, they will just give me credit for the trip that I was supposed to work. I know that's a lot of information, you guys. I get confused all the time. I'm constantly looking at my work rules because it's a lot. But I hope that made sense. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM me, leave a comment below, because I know it can be very confusing. So with that being said, you guys, I'm just going to enjoy the rest of my day. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I know that we weren't able to do a third day because of the minimum rest requirement, but you guys, I promise next time, hopefully we shouldn't have a delay like that again. But it happens, and overall, I'm just grateful that we were safe in the situation. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you know when I post next, and don't forget to check out my social media. And always remember, when you make a move, make sure it's for you. I will see you guys next Saturday. Bye.
So catch me if I fall.